Urinary urgency is that sudden, strong need to rush to the bathroom, and sometimes with very little warning. For some people, that sudden urge also comes with an unexpected leak. Urinary urgency can be disruptive, forcing you to constantly search for the nearest bathroom or even plan your day around your bladder instead of focusing on the things you want and love to do. Hi, I'm Dr. Susie Gronski, Doctor of Physical Therapy, Pelvic Health Therapist, and Sexuality Counselor. And in this video, I'm going to explain the causes of urinary urgency and share my top tips to help you take back control of your bladder. Urgency can develop over time for a number of factors. One common behavioral cause is training your bladder with just in case peeing. You know, when you've already gone to the bathroom but decide to go again before leaving the house. Over time, these habits teach your bladder to signal before it's really full. Bladder irritants can also play a role. Caffeine, alcohol, fizzy drinks, and sugary beverages can irritate the bladder lining and nerves, especially in those with more sensitive bladders. It's not just what you drink that matters, but also how you drink it. Downing large amounts of fluid in a short amount of time can overwhelm the bladder and speed up filling. Myofascial contributions like increased pelvic floor muscle tone, tenderness, can also trigger sensations of bladder urgency. Other times, urgency is tied to lower urinary tract infections, which typically come with painful and burning urination, a constant need to go, cloudy or dark urine with a strong odor, bladder fullness and pressure, urethral irritation, or even back and flank pain. Hormonal changes, especially during perimenopause and menopause, can further increase bladder sensitivity. To manage urinary urgency, it helps to know how the bladder and pelvic floor work together. Storing and releasing urine depends on a series of complex reflexes between your brain, your spinal cord, your bladder, and pelvic floor muscles. When the bladder fills, stretch receptors send information to the brain. The brain responds by telling the bladder muscle to stay relaxed and the sphincters around your bladder to stay tight, allowing the bladder to hold more urine. When the bladder is full, those sensors send stronger messages to the brain, which then tells the bladder muscle to contract and the sphincters to relax so urine can flow. Even though this process is a reflex, you ultimately have control over when you pee. A conscious decision and voluntary relaxation of the pelvic floor is necessary to complete the process, and optimal pelvic floor tone, coordination, and timing are important for healthy bladder function. So what can you do to train your bladder and reduce urinary urgency? Start by keeping a log of your bladder habits and notice both emotional and physical triggers. Stress, for example, can make the bladder contract and the urethral sphincters to relax, which leads to urgency or even accidents. Physical triggers like running water, putting the key in the door, or drinking caffeine can also worsen the urge. It's important to reduce those just-in-case bathroom trips. Emptying your bladder too often makes it more sensitive to normal volumes. Remember, your bladder can actually hold 2 cups of urine, so try to gradually extend the time between your bathroom visits. If you usually go every hour, aim to stretch it by 5 to 15 minutes and then keep increasing your intervals over time. This helps support bladder capacity and reduces sensitivity to filling. The optimal time in between voids is anywhere from 2 to 3 hours, but a maximum of 4. If running water is a trigger, you can desensitize your brain and bladder by practicing with the faucet running. Sit nearby, turn the water on, and use urge drills, more on this later, focused breathing, and distraction techniques to retrain your response. Spacing out your fluid intake throughout the day is another helpful strategy. If you gulp down large amounts of water all at once, your bladder will fill much faster. That doesn't mean you should stop drinking water altogether though. A common mistake people make is cutting fluids in an attempt to control urgency. But what actually happens is the urine becomes more concentrated And that irritates the bladder and urethra, making urgency worse. Instead, sip water regularly throughout the day to keep your urine diluted and less irritating. Reducing or eliminating bladder irritants like caffeine, alcohol, sugary drinks, and carbonated beverages can also make a big difference. When a sudden urge does hit, pause and stay calm. The more anxious you get, the stronger that bladder contraction will get and the urge, and the bladder will win. This is where your pelvic floor comes in. Practice letting your belly soften, consciously relaxing your pelvic floor muscles throughout the day. Pair this with slow, focused breathing to calm your nervous system and reduce bladder signals. You can also use a technique called quick flicks or rapid contractions of the pelvic floor muscles, followed by full relaxation. Doing 5 of these in a row stimulates the pelvic nerves, calms the urge reflex of the bladder, and can help you either delay urination if your bladder isn't full or get to the bathroom in time. Remember that urgency often comes in waves, so using quick flicks at the peak of a wave can help you ride it out. Distraction techniques are another powerful tool. Shifting your focus helps break the cycle of urgency. Try counting backward from 10. Start a conversation, engage in an activity, or do a few slow heel raises to redirect your attention away from your bladder. If your bladder has been in the driver's seat, it's time to take back the wheel. Try out these strategies, stay consistent, and let me know how they work for you in the comments below.